Your cruise fare covers 4 things: your cabin, meals in the main dining room and buffet, access to most onboard entertainment including shows, pools, gym, and most activities, and port fees and taxes, which are usually itemized separately when you book. That is it. Here is what is not included that catches first-timers off guard every single time. Gratuities, typically $18 to $25 per person per day in 2026, are charged automatically. Drinks beyond basic water, tea, and coffee are often charged separately. Wi-Fi usually runs $25 to $35 per day, or can be bundled into a package. Specialty restaurants charge $30 to $60 per person per meal. Shore excursions, which are organized tours at ports, range from $50 to $200 per person. Spa treatments, the casino, and gift shops are all extra. Budget roughly $75 to $100 per person per day for extras beyond your fare. If you do that, you will never be shocked by your final onboard bill. The biggest mistake first-timers make is booking based on price alone without considering fit. Carnival is casual, fun, and high energy, best for first-timers and those who enjoy a party atmosphere, and is value-focused. Royal Caribbean is best for families and activity lovers, with mega ships that have the most things to do. Norwegian Cruise Line offers freestyle dining and more flexible schedules, making it good for those who do not like fixed dinner times. MSC Cruises brings a European style with excellent value, particularly on Mediterranean itineraries. Celebrity Cruises is more refined, attracts a slightly older crowd, and offers excellent food and service, representing a genuine step up in experience. Princess Cruises is classic cruising at its best, excellent for longer voyages and first-time ocean crossings. Holland America is quieter and more traditional, making it excellent for travelers over 50. For a true first cruise in 2026, Royal Caribbean or Carnival on a 7-night Caribbean itinerary is the standard starting point for a reason. It shows you everything cruising has to offer at a price that makes it easy to decide whether you want to do it again. There are 4 main cabin types to understand before you book. An inside cabin has no window and is the cheapest option. It is surprisingly fine for people who just sleep in the room. If you are going to spend 90% of your time outside the cabin, this saves you significant money. An ocean view cabin features a porthole or window that lets in natural light but offers no outdoor access. It is a good choice for people who need to see daylight but do not need a private outdoor space. A balcony cabin is the most popular category and gives you your own private outdoor space. It is worth it for sea days, sunrises, and that feeling of waking up to the ocean every morning. In most experienced cruisers' opinions, this is the sweet spot. A suite offers a full living area, premium perks, priority, boarding, exclusive lounge access, and sometimes butler service. It is genuinely transformative, but comes at a significant cost. For a first cruise, book a balcony if you can stretch the budget. The difference between an inside cabin and a balcony is only a few dollars a day relative to the total holiday cost, and the experience is completely different. Here is a realistic all-in number for a first cruise in 2026. A 7-night Caribbean cruise for 2 people breaks down like this. The cabin, a balcony on a mid-range ship, runs $1,400 to $2,000. Flights to the embarkation port add $300 to $600 return. Gratuities total $252 to $350 based on $18 to $25 per person per day. Drinks add $200 to $400, or $600 to $800 if you buy packages. 2 specialty dinners cost $120 to $160. 2 shore excursions run $200 to $400. Wi-Fi for 7 days costs $150 to $250. Miscellaneous spending on photos, souvenirs, and spa treatments adds $100 to $300. The realistic total lands between $2,700 and $5,000 or more for 2 people over 7 nights. That is a wide range because your choices determine where you land. A couple who skips excursions, eats in the main dining room, and buys no packages can complete a 7-night cruise for under $2,500 all in. A couple who does everything on board can spend $5,000 or more on the same sailing. Knowing this going in is the difference between a great trip and a financial surprise. Cruise packing has its own rules that differ from packing for a regular holiday. Bring a magnetic power strip because cruise cabin walls are magnetic and outlets are extremely limited. An over-the-door shoe organizer hung on the bathroom door effectively doubles your storage space. Bring seasickness medication and acupressure bands even if you have never been seasick before. A small first aid kit is essential because medical centers on ships charge hospital prices. Reef-safe SPF 50 sunscreen is required at many Caribbean and Pacific ports, and non-reef-safe products can get you turned away from beaches. Ziploc bags in multiple sizes are useful for wet swimwear, sandy shoes, and keeping documents dry. A foldable day backpack is essential for port days. Leave these items at home. A full-size hairdryer since every cabin already has one. A travel iron is banned on ships entirely. Your nicest jewelry is not worth the risk of loss or theft. Excess cash is unnecessary because most ships operate as nearly cashless environments on board. Getting these basics right before you even step foot on the gangway means you arrive prepared rather than scrambling to buy things at inflated onboard prices. Embarkation day is the day you board, and it sets the tone for your entire voyage. Arrive at the terminal 2 hours before your boarding time, not 30 minutes. You will go through security, check-in, and boarding, and the process is more like an airport than a hotel check-in. The moment you are on board, most first-timers head straight to the buffet. Do not. Go to the specialty restaurant host stand first because embarkation day discounts of 30 to 50% are real and disappear by evening. Check your cabin as soon as it is ready, usually around 1 in the afternoon, and get your magnetic power strip set up immediately. Your checked luggage will arrive at your cabin between 2 and 6 in the evening, so pack one carry-on with everything you need for the first few hours. The sail-away party usually starts around 4 to 5 in the afternoon. Be on deck for it. Standing on the top deck as the ship pulls away from the dock with music playing and the coastline shrinking behind you is genuinely one of those travel moments that stays with you. Do not miss it by being stuck in the buffet line. Sea days are days when the ship is sailing between ports with no land stops. A lot of first-timers do not know what to do with themselves and end up spending money they did not plan on. Here is what is available for free. Pool decks, hot tubs and sports courts, gym and most fitness classes, trivia competitions, cooking demonstrations and game shows, Broadway-style theater shows in the evening, live music throughout the ship, and the library and observation areas. The key habit is to read the ship's daily newsletter the night before. It lists every activity for the following day with times and locations. Pick 3 or 4 things, plan your day loosely, and let the rest happen naturally. Sea days become the best days of the trip when you approach them with that mindset. On port days, the ship docks at a destination and you get 6 to 10 hours to explore. You have 2 options: book a ship excursion or explore independently. Ship excursions are organized tours run by the cruise line. They are convenient, safe, and guarantee your return to the ship, but they cost $50 to $200 per person and are marked up significantly. Independent exploration means walking off the ship and finding your own way, which is almost always cheaper and often more authentic. The rule is simple: if the port is safe, easy to navigate, and close to the pier, go independently. If the port is remote, has known safety concerns, or requires complex transport, book through the ship. One absolute rule applies regardless of how you explore. Be back at the ship 30 minutes before the published departure time. The ship will not wait for you. This is not a policy, it is maritime law. Modern cruise ships have more dining options than most people expect. And the main dining room is included, offers table service with 3-course menus that change nightly, and serves genuinely good food. Most ships now offer flexible dining times, so you are not locked into a fixed hour. The buffet is open most of the day, is free, and is far better quality than its reputation suggests. Specialty restaurants cost extra, usually $30 to $60 per person, and include steakhouses, sushi restaurants, Italian trattorias, and celebrity chef concepts. They are worth doing once or twice as a treat. Book specialty dining on embarkation day when discounts are available, and give the main dining room at least 3 nights before you judge it, because it typically improves as the week progresses. On gratuities, most cruise lines charge automatic gratuities of $18 to $25 per person per day in 2026. This money goes into a pooled system distributed among dining, cabin, and ship staff. For exceptional service, a direct cash tip of $5 to $10 to your room steward on day 1 goes a long way. Now, the 7 most common first-timer mistakes. Number 1, not budgeting for extras, so plan for $75 to $100 per person per day beyond your fare. Number 2, leaving airplane mode off at sea and receiving a massive roaming bill. Turn it on before you leave the dock. Number 3, spending every port day on ship excursions when most ports are safe and easy to explore independently for a fraction of the price. Number 4, ignoring the daily newsletter, which lists the best free activities, deals, and events. Number 5, booking the cruise line's travel insurance when independent policies almost always offer better coverage for a similar price. Number 6, not submitting an upgrade bid before sailing, since every major line has a bidding system and the worst they can say is no. Number 7, waiting until the last night to spend onboard credit, because non-refundable credit disappears the moment you disembark. Spend it strategically throughout the voyage rather than scrambling on the final evening. These are the lessons that take most cruisers multiple sailings to learn. Now you know them before your first one.